So here's some tips to prevent sickness that we just saw in the video, but I wanted to re-emphasize and talk a little bit about. Cough or sneeze in your arm crease. Just like this. Easy. Rather than and then touch me with it. I had no idea that 80% of all germs and sickness comes from your hands. So since I watched this video several years ago, I have totally changed the way I am. I never sneeze in my hands. I don't use my hands. I wash them all the time. I use the paper towel to open the handle of the bathroom door or turn off the faucet. I appreciate those automatic devices more than I ever did before. So please, cough or sneeze in the crease of your arm. Use tissues rather than hankies and dispose of the tissues once you use them. When you're using a hanky, you're taking it out, blowing your nose, putting it in, taking it out, and it gets on your hand. So think about it. Same thing with tissues. Tissues are cheap. We have boxes and boxes of them at the booth. So please throw the tissues away after you've used them once. And remember to wash or sanitize your hands after you blow your nose or use a tissue. When you're washing your hands, I don't know if you noticed this, but they said do it for happy birthday twice. Get in all the creases. Dick Hatton is a GSA who will be volunteering down on his birthday down at the Big E. So every time you sing that happy birthday, sing one for him and one for somebody that you know whose birthday just happened or who will happen. Use the sanitizer. And incidentally, Nathan, one of our managers, came up with a great idea. He works in the food industry. So they say wash all the way up to your elbows. I like that. Why not? Get all of those germs off because you end up touching your arms a lot. Use hand sanitizers. We have hand sanitizers all through the booth, several different stations, so you don't have to bring your own. We have them there for you. We also have cream that you can use to put on your hands because after using 60% alcohol sanitizing solution and washing your arms and your hands so many times and so often, they tend to get kind of sore and cracked. So we do have cream that we buy for you guys and have that out there. And if you're sick, stay home. Stay home. We don't want you to bring your sickness to us because we have to be there for quite a long time. So please stay home if you're sick. Let us know, though, as soon as you possibly can, because we do have to staff the booth and we do depend on you. It really makes a difference. The sooner, the better that you can tell us that you can't or unable to come. Also, that includes if you're physically there. We've had some people that ended up going to the hospital, not for this type of sickness, but for something else, and they didn't get in touch with us, and they just simply didn't show up the next day. So we do worry about you. So let us know if you're not going to be able to be there. So preparing to go. As you know, you're scheduled on our computer system. It will let you know 2 days before you go to remind you. It's an automatic reminder. So be paying attention to that. But also go and check the calendar to make sure you print out your schedule so you know when you're planning on coming. It would really stink to drive all the way down to the Big E and be there a day early or a day late. So make sure you know what your schedule is. If you have any questions, please feel free to call one of us managers. We'll be happy to help you out. Also, review your orientation package that you either have with you or that you will be getting in the mail in the next few days. If you want to right now, open it. Look on page 3. We talk about, read the whole thing, but for right now, look on page 3. We talk about a unified and professional, authentic look. And this means, and particularly for my Granite State ambassadors, you do not have to wear your green shirt. We provide aprons and a name tag. So no GSA shirts and no name tags needed. Now that's not to say you can't wear them. You absolutely can wear them. Just like White Mountain Mikey wears his White Mountain shirts, or somebody from Lakes Region Association might wear a Lakes Region Association shirt, or somebody who's passionate about the Omni Mount Washington might wear an Omni Mount White Washington shirt. There's lots of things that you can wear. We do ask you, Dan, not to wear your Yankee stuff. And we do ask all of you baseball and football fans not to wear your Patriots or your Red Sox paraphernalia, because that is Massachusetts and we are promoting New Hampshire. Other than that, t-shirts, shorts, I would say wear closed-toe shoes, because there's lots of boxes and lots of ways to get your toes smushed. So please wear closed-toe shoes or closed-toed sandals rather than flip-flops or open-toed sandals. Make sure that you're comfortable. I prefer you not to wear jeans, but I'm not going to have a heart attack if you do wear jeans. It is an outdoor event, and it is relatively dirty. So wear your jeans if you absolutely have to. I just think it's more professional if you don't. The authentic look part comes in when we're talking about our friends who either have a costume, like some people from the Highland Games came down and volunteered one year in their costumes. We have Miss New Hampshire, Miss Hampton Beach, Miss whatever coming down in her crown and her gown. We have state police that come down in their uniforms. We have state parks people, fish and game people coming down in their uniforms. Guests love that. So we encourage you, if you have a costume or if you're representing something particular, to feel free to come down in your costume. Of course, you want to bring a change of clothes just so you don't have to be in that all day. Page 4 talks about the directions to the volunteer employee parking. And I say volunteer employee because I think it says employee parking, but it is for you, all of the volunteers, for all throughout the Big E. It is a fenced-in, guarded area all the time. So if a car is there, there is somebody on duty at all the time. The shuttle buses run every 20 minutes and will pick you up and bring you to gate number 1. It is safe. They're absolutely fabulous people. Some of them actually are Granite State ambassadors who run the shuttle bus drive some of the buses. So you might meet a fellow Granite State ambassador doing that. On page 4, and we'll go over a little bit more about the different parking lots in a minute. Page 4, know who's on duty as supervisors and managers. We'll, of course, introduce ourselves to you and make sure you know everybody else in the booth, but it really helps if you have this information at hand and know that our telephone numbers, our cell phone numbers, and our names are right there for you to view. Leave home early. Leave in plenty of time. You're either going to get down there in a breeze and slide right in and say, what the heck is Judy talking about? Or you're going to be stuck in traffic. I always use the horror story that Mary Osborne and I one year left on a Saturday night to go back to the hotel, which is about, on a busy day, 15 minutes away from the Big E. We were stuck in traffic for 3.5 hours. Last year, we were stuck in traffic. I was in the grounds, couldn't get out of the parking lot for about 2 hours. So I just know that sometimes it gets crowded and sometimes it's crazy. So plan on lots of time. Don't think you're going to zip down and zip back, although you might. And if you're unable to come to see us or you're going to be late, please let us know. Even if you're going to be late, let us know. We